Yeah, stop calling up and let it go. Keep turning, step around. Keep turning.
Nah, he's strategic. He's setting guys up. He been boxing since a little kid, just like I've been boxing since a little kid. And you can tell, like, with the experience. Even with his last fight with Frank Martin, you can see Frank Martin was more so an amateur. Like, the experience he got is not on the level of...
Gervonta "Tank" Davis, known for his incredible power and disciplined style, follows a highly structured training program to prepare for his fights. As he gets ready for his rescheduled match against Lamont Roach on March 1, 2025, at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, his daily routine showcases his relentless dedication to excellence.
Stop calling up and let it go. Keep turning, step around. Keep turning.
Thank all day, baby. Thank all day. Easy work. No easy work. My money goes to it. Okay.
All right, guys. Please. Right in the front, right here. Right here in the front thruster.
Easy work, baby.
Come on, back. Get down here, please.
Right here.
Show it in your face.
Back to the camera in the back. Go in the back, come on.
Davis starts his day early, typically around 11 a.m., beginning with a liter of water to rehydrate and jumpstart his metabolism. He then spends 15 minutes doing stretching and light yoga to improve flexibility and prepare his body for the day's challenges. During this routine, he keeps his environment free from distractions, staying fully focused on what lies ahead.
Hit body with the jab, right? No. This jab, suck in. Yeah, you don't even sit like you moved in off the block.
Davis moves on to the boxing gym for skill-focused training. He starts with 3 rounds of shadowboxing, honing his technique and sharpening his movements. Next, he works on footwork drills to improve agility and balance, followed by a 15-minute jump rope session to boost coordination and cardio fitness.
There you go. Get that. Good. Hey.
Next, Davis trains with the speed bag to enhance rhythm and timing, followed by double-end bag drills to sharpen his accuracy. He finishes with heavy bag rounds to build power. Each round lasts 3 minutes with 1-minute rest intervals, replicating real fight conditions to improve his stamina and resilience.
Day 1 in the camp, I start running probably like, it's different times. I might don't feel like running in the morning, I might run at night. It all depends what fits you. Like, I run in the morning, if I don't, I'll run at night. Train probably like 2 or 3. If I want to do something again, I train at night, or I run, and that'll be it. But when I'm in camp, I really don't go outside. Like, it's hard for me to go outside, so I'll just be in the gym and home. That's it. Like, Like, I don't go nowhere.
For real.
Okay.
So I do it for myself, but I do it for the people with me. My whole family is from DC. My whole family, like my entire family.
Don't bring them. Don't
what?
bring them.
For what?
Don't bring them. I'm telling you,
They
don't
gonna
bring 'em.
celebrate with me. You
Don't bring them.
It's gonna be a party on your floor.
I'm gonna let y'all know something. His father was up here shaking
it's
on the
gonna
what's
be-
the name? He was shaking on the
Pops.
On the what?
on my
On the
on
what?
my kids. He was shaking on this thing. On
Hey,
my kids, he was
never.
shaking.
Don't
Never.
say, bro.
A key part of Davis's training is working closely with his trainers on combination drills to strengthen his offense and defensive exercises to refine his reflexes. Head movement drills help him dodge punches, while counterpunching routines improve his ability to respond to attacks. His regimen also includes timing exercises, range control practices, and angle cutting drills, all designed to build well-rounded technical skills.
Some people just go away and be
But you specifically.
me. First of all, I get a camp house, out here. Like day one in the camp, I start running probably like, it's different times. I might don't feel like running in the morning. I might run at night, It all depends what fit you. Like, I run in the morning. If I don't, I run at night. Train probably like 2 or 3. If I want to do something again, I train at night. Or I run. And that'll be it. But when I'm in camp, I really don't go outside. Like, it's hard for me to go outside, so I just be in the gym and home.
For a very, very big moment. What is your normal day-to-day like at this time of a camp?
I'm also a night person, but I might go to sleep probably around like 3 to 4. Probably wake up probably like 11, get my run in, and then eat, probably lay back down, and then wake up probably like 6 or 7 and get my night workout in.
Damn, so you're doing 2 a day.
Davis recently commented on Tyson Fury's unconventional training camp ritual, which has sparked curiosity in the boxing community. Known for his eccentric methods, Fury revealed a unique practice that caught everyone's attention. When asked about it, Davis admitted he was both surprised and amused, acknowledging that while every fighter has their own way of preparing, Fury's approach was especially unusual.
I hear a lot of boxers do weird things during camp.
What?
I've heard like Tyson Fury said he off 7 times a day.
What?
Because he wants to keep his like testosterone going. And then Marquez, when he was training to fight Floyd, he would drink his own pee. Do you have anything that you like to do during camp, like to help you get into that mode?
Nah.
Not like that.
Nah, I think he probably be bull crapping. Like,
You think so?
yeah.
He said it's like a scientific thing because like he feels like it gets his testosterone level and he can then carry that into the ring and like be the toughest version of
Nah,
himself.
man. Sex make you weak.
No legs.
Yeah. It make you
That's
weak.
what I thought.
Yeah.
You have no legs after that. I don't
It's
know.
crazy, bro.
It makes it impressive. If he does actually do that and then
Yeah.
is the fighter that he is, that's impressive.
He's freak nasty.
That's some real
Davis's training is carefully guided by his longtime coach, Calvin Ford, who has played a pivotal role in shaping his career and refining his skills. Ford takes a well-rounded approach, focusing on physical conditioning, technical mastery, and mental preparation to ensure Davis is at his best.
My hands, before I go see Tank, I gotta get shots in my hands. Then I gotta make sure my hands is right, cause I don't dumb him down with his punches. I let him do it. You know what I'm saying? And he get to him, you all right?
Yeah.
But work. I just feel sorry for them guys that really pushed the button. Martin pushed the button. Y'all see how it went out.
In interviews, Ford has emphasized the vital role of discipline and consistency in Davis's training regimen. He customizes sessions to build on Davis's strengths, like his explosive power and agility, while also targeting areas for growth to create a well-rounded fighter. Ford's approach includes intense sparring, strategic game planning, and cultivating a strong mental mindset to equip Davis for the unique challenges each opponent presents.
No one's been able to solve Tank Davis. What do you need to do together with you and your team and obviously your son to score that victory?
We got a game plan. We're going to execute it, and we're going to get the
Move
results.
that head, bob and weave, bob and weave.
Hey, that go both ways.
That go both ways.
Bob and weave.
Tank, what is Lamont gonna learn March 1st inside that ring here at Barclays Center?
Bob and weave, bob and weave. You got bob and weave.
He's gonna what?
He got bob and weed, job, bob and weed.
The upcoming fight between Davis and Roach has sparked debate in the boxing community, with some critics suggesting that it seems more like a financial spectacle than a true competitive challenge.
Oh, he's doing this fight for money, and Tank is strategically picking him because in the amateur world, you guys fought twice, right? And you lost, what, both times? In the amateur fight. So are you all friends? Are y'all cordial? First, what's the relationship?
We're cordial.
You're cordial?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
He cool to me.
He's cool to you?
Yeah.
And you haven't heard that he said anything differently?
Oh yeah, for sure.
He has?
No, he hasn't.
He has not.
That's what I'm saying. I'm confirming that. He hasn't said
He has
anything
not said anything differently. So does it confirm people's suspicion that he purposefully picked you, not only because you're cordial, but because he believes he's gonna knock you out?
Critics argue that Davis may have selected Roach because he sees him as an easy opponent, someone he can beat without much trouble. On the other hand, Roach is accused of taking the fight mainly for the payday rather than for the challenge.
Get the purse, and then you walk away with a nice piece of change.
I mean, you're in the wrong game if you don't think you're gonna beat everybody. Like, anyway, but if you're saying specifically pick me because I'm gonna be an easy cakewalk, everybody in the world knows that's not gonna happen. I mean, like, that's not gonna happen. Him personally, he know that. I think he chose me because I am gonna be one of the better opponents that he's faced in his entire career, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Boxing analysts like Showbiz The Adult have recently shared their views on the Davis versus Roach matchup, expressing disappointment over what they see as a mismatch. He argued that some of the top fighters in the division are avoiding Davis, which has led him to face less competitive opponents like Roach.
Here's my take on the fight. Everything is true about this situation. One, Gervonta Tank Davis was being ducked leading up to this. Shakur Stevenson ducked him. Lomachenko ducked him openly. El Rayo didn't want to fight this year. He wanted to fight next year. Another thing is, I was hearing that Tank wanted it at 135 and rehydration, all kind of so, but I don't know how true that is, which it wouldn't shock me if that was true. Either way, for whatever reason, El Rayo fell apart. The options were just getting diabolical. All right, I understand that. At the same time, Lamont Roach versus Tank is trash. If Devin Haney announced he was fighting Lamont Roach coming up from 130 next at 135, I'll say that's trash. Let me tell you this. To me, Gervonta is far better than Devin Haney. So it's trash, bruh. It's trash.
Lamont Roach also agreed with this perspective, suggesting that if Davis were truly seeking a competitive fight, he could have chosen to face fighters in higher weight classes, such as Canelo Alvarez, instead of Roach. However, Roach pointed out that the idea of Davis fighting Canelo is unrealistic, as Canelo competes in the 168-pound super middleweight division.
Why was it so easy when he fought Frank Martin?
Frank Martin was inexperienced and nervous. You know, it is what it is. It's going to be a different fight when I'm in there. He's going to be a different fighter when he's fighting me.
Hey, what's your game plan?
What was that? I'm always looking for a knockout. No matter what, I'm always prepared for 12 rounds. But I'm always looking for a knockout, and if I get the chance, I'm going to try to knock his head off.
Roach has made it clear that his upcoming fight with Davis isn't motivated by money. He sees Davis as an easy opponent, describing the challenge as something almost like a piece of cake. Roach also emphasizes that he is the champion at 130 pounds, while Davis fights at 135 pounds. He suggests that if Davis were truly looking for a competitive fight, he could have chosen to face fighters in higher weight classes, like Canelo Alvarez, instead of Roach. However, Roach acknowledges that a fight with Canelo is unrealistic, as Canelo competes in the 168-pound super middleweight division.
By evidence of what? Your record? Because you had to get, if I'm not mistaken, you had to get permission to be bumped up to that weight class of lightweight in order to fight, because you're in the what, range of 130?
Yeah, I'm the champion at 130.
You're the world champion at 130 and he's 135.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so aren't there other fighters he could have fought within an upper weight class like Canelo? I've heard a lot of people say, why isn't he fighting Canelo rather than Roach? What's up with that?
They want that man to fight Canelo, man?
They do.
I don't know, that's
I've
crazy.
heard a lot of people say that.
That's crazy.
Floyd Schofield, another boxer in the lightweight division, has shared his thoughts on Davis's focus leading up to the Roach fight. Schofield suggests that Davis would be better off concentrating on his opponent rather than getting distracted by outside noise, like social media or personal issues.
You mentioned, obviously, the Lamont Roach fight with Gervonta. We don't know if that's happening 100% December or January, but how do you see that fight going? Do you feel confident giving a prediction on someone else's fight as opposed to your own?
Me personally, no, because I don't know what Lamont Roach and his team are working on. I don't want to, down the man, because who knows, maybe he might shock the world. It's not on us to decide. I mean, boxing is a one-shot sport. Anything can happen. Nobody's invincible from getting knocked out. So, I mean, Tank better stay off Twitter. He better worry about his opponent. So, that's all I got to say. But in my opinion, Tank should win, but you never know.
Stephen A. Smith, a prominent sports commentator, weighed in on the Davis versus Roach fight, sharing his opinion that Roach might be at a disadvantage due to his size. Smith pointed out that Roach is too small for the matchup and suggested that Davis, being the larger fighter, could have the upper hand.
And lastly, Stephen A., last name I, of course, want to throw your way is Gervonta Davis. I know you believe in his skills.
Yes,
and
I
him
do.
But
I do.
What do you think of his fight with Roach? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I think Roach is too small. I think Roach is too small. And that's my issue. I'm not questioning the skill set or anything like that. But it was similar to Frank Martin. You know what I mean? This guy comes in there and you got 18 fights. And I remember watching that pre-fight press conference when he was annoying Gervonta Davis so much and he cussed by.
Roach took the opportunity to address concerns about his weight class, stating that he is comfortable fighting at 130 pounds, despite some people believing he is too small for the matchup.
Obviously, Tank isn't the biggest 135-pounder. Everybody fights is damn near bigger than him. I think the only person that was smaller than him was Pitbull. You know what I'm saying? And that's just in height and stature. He was, technically bigger than Tank too. But Tank is comfortable at 135, so I don't blame him for fighting that way. But he's not a big 35. I don't see why people like, oh, you brought up a smaller guy, woo-doo-woo, blah, blah, blah. I mean, to me personally, I'm not studying that. You know what I'm saying? They're going to keep saying that. They're going to keep saying that. You know what I'm saying? I fight at 130 because that's what I campaigned at. That's why I started my career. That's where I campaigned. That's why I worked my way up to a world title. And that's what I was going to do. My plan was always to move up to 35 and win another title. So it just happened a little, a little earlier than normal.
Yeah. But, I mean, you fought at 35 before.
So technically, them wasn't just 35 fights. When a boxer starting their career, they don't necessarily have to make 130 pounds because we're not in title contention or none of that. So the opponents that I was getting, the opponents that were there or were available, opponents that were selected for me were probably bigger or they just couldn't make it.
Roach posted on his Instagram story, saying, "They keep asking me for the fight." He said that, "Not me. I'm locked in, ain't changed. March 1st.
I think it's where I'm supposed to be at, honestly. I worked my ass off to get right here, so it's about time.
Lamont, when Tank says that he's going to retire at the end of next year, do you think he has one foot out the door?
Yeah, for sure. I think that was a mistake for him to say that, especially in front of me. So, I'm going to just take advantage of him and show him why he shouldn't have said that or why he shouldn't be contemplating that.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
I ain't worried about that.
Whether the Davis versus Roach fight is a must-watch or feels like a mismatch depends on your perspective. Some might argue it's a big event due to Davis's star power and Roach's skills as a champion in his weight class. However, others see it as less competitive, with Davis being the heavier favorite. If you're looking for intense competition at the highest level, you might view it as a mismatch. But if you're a fan of Davis's explosive style or Roach's determination, it could still be an exciting matchup. What's your take on it?